This is Another Man's Nostalgia with John.
The actor seemed like he was dying. I don't know if it was just because he was like super old.
I think he was actually dying.
Chris.
Here's my stuff, gentlemen. Monogamy is not real.
Gentleman Collis.
And Justin.
I wish I had bonding moments with people I knew.
But
I never have any of those.
The episode starts now.
Hi there, Another Man's Nostalgia podcast listener. I want to take just a second to tell you about something you didn't know you were missing. I'm John, and along with Mo,
hey everybody,
and George,
hey, how's it going, guys?
We are Gen X Grown Up. Gen X Grown Up is a website, YouTube channel, and audio podcast by and for Generation Xers, kids of the late 70s and early 80s who may have grown older but have refused to grow up. Every week on our podcast, we cover media, games, tech, toys, comics, games, and pop culture of yesterday and today through the eyes of guys who grew up loving that stuff. And every other week, we do a backtrack where we pick a single nostalgic topic from our youth and dig in deep. You can find us anywhere you listen to your podcasts, or find us right on our website at genxgrownup.com. If you're a Generation Xer or know someone who is, I hope you'll check out Gen X Grown Up. Your dinner cannot just be french fries. Basically, life sucks as a grown up.
Hello everybody, welcome to Another Man's Nostalgia, where we revisit everybody's favorite shows, movies, and games from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s.
alright, so how was your week, guys? Yeah,
It was good.
I got bit this week by one of the
Not
students.
just once. It's like you got like 10 times there on your arms.
No, I got bit.
Well,
How was yours?
Let's
How was your
clarify.
week?
You work with little kids. It's not just random people.
No.
Walking down the street,
Walking down the street,
getting bit.
How was yours, Justin?
Nothing.
Walking down the street one day, Chris and Martin got something to say.
Oh, Zaboomafoo.
Zaboomafoo.
I've never heard of
Me,
Boo-Boo.
What?
you, and Zaboomafoo. Come along and see what's new. We're doing the things that animals
No
do.
regulation.
And you have no childhood then.
Wow.
All right, so
Watch that next.
here is something that we did.
No, hold on. You've never seen Zaboomafoo?
I don't think I've heard of it. What was it on?
PBS.
Yeah.
So anyways, besides Chris's
That makes sense.
lack of childhood, because apparently all he watched when he was a kid was Boy Meets World.
That's right. And Hey Arnold.
And Hey
With
Arnold.
his
I didn't watch public broadcasting.
Oh, he was too good for that.
That's right.
I only watch things on cable or at night.
That's right.
What did we watch this week, Justin?
What we watched this week was How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and not the original cartoon. This is the
arguably
Jim
better.
Carrey live-action version.
Yep.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus, and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black
Just face the music, you're a monster.
This is a movie I liked The Grinch when I was a kid. I don't have any particular like super connections to it.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it because pretty much anything Jim Carrey did before the Sunshine Line movie. Yeah, whatever that is. Everything before that was good, and after that, it's like he took a.
Well, it got weird.
Yeah, he got crazy. So this is one of his last, I think,
Just
big comedy
saying. No,
movies.
he's insane now.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. Yeah, he's a little insane. Yeah, it's like one of his last, ones he did, right? He did Horn Here's a Who after this, right?
Yeah, but that was just a voice.
Yeah, just a voice.
Yeah, so that was kind of the run of movies, but that was animated.
Right.
Actually, this was the second to last live action Grinch or Dr. Seuss movie they allowed him to do.
Mike Myers.
Because of Cat in the Hat.
You remember
Cat
that?
in the Hat.
That was a bad movie.
If you want to talk about
No.
stinky movies in the early 2000s, Mike Myers has that one.
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Yeah, it's creepy.
No, it was weird.
Justin or Johnny better be careful with how we rate this because Justin might make us watch it if we don't give it good scores.
Just all the live action. Doctor.
The other one,
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, we're already
Okay, so I heard that everyone pronounces Dr. Seuss wrong.
Is it not Dr. Seuss?
It's not Dr. Seuss. It's something else.
Really?
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
I don't know what it
Seuss?
is. I forgot.
You wanna look it
should
up?
look it up.
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, German Seuss.
Seuss. That's what it is.
Seuss, German Seuss.
Yeah.
That's the German pronunciation, though.
So for the rest of the time, we're gonna say Dr. Seuss.
Nope. I'm going with the American
It's
version.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
I'm going with the American
Dr.
version.
Seuss is how the Grinch Stole Christmas. Okay. Yeah. So John, what did this movie mean to you?
So much. It's so no.
Everybody sit back.
What year did it come out? What year did this movie come out?
2000 exactly, I think. Right.
Yes.
So I was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember seeing this movie when I was little. I
Yeah.
remember seeing it when I was older, and I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
When I was older, I maybe I just saw it was childish. I wasn't a big fan of the cartoon, Mr. Grinch. I liked that it brought my family together and we all watched it together.
The cartoon.
The cartoon,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't really like it.
Okay.
Like it was just a good family experience.
Okay. So this was the first movie that I remember thinking they shouldn't redo this because me and my family watched the cartoon every year. At least we did.
It's like a tradition.
Yeah, it's one of the traditions, and we love it. Like we love this. We love the cartoon of it.
Oh yeah.
And my mom used to read this book to me, so I remember thinking this they shouldn't redo this. It's too much. We went and saw it as a family, and I don't really remember liking it or disliking it. I didn't really watch this again for a long time. My girlfriend loves it, so
Yeah, that's the
is
thing.
yours this too?
Yeah, every year that I've been dating my girlfriend, every Christmas we
Yeah.
have to watch this.
Same here. And so I've seen it more recently. I'll talk about my opinion after that, but at the time I was just like, it's fine. I didn't think it was really funny at the time, but some of it's okay. Justin?
I watched it and I liked it when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah, Jim
No.
Carrey.
Yeah, so
That's the whole reason we're doing this, right?
true,
Because he
it's true.
liked it when he was
I mean, I don't really have anything connected. I mean, I remember liking it when I was a kid, so I guess we will see
Yes.
how it turns out.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
So,
we
how
see.
about
fun facts theme?
the next scene?
Here we go.
You ready?
You're a mean one. Grinch fun facts.
right.
You really
okay.
are the facts.
Okay.
There we go.
I like it.
That was good.
That was good. I like it. You really
It's
are the
my
facts.
favorites. It's one of my favorites.
So let's get a little bit of numbers out of the way here. How do you think you just did at the
Crushed
box
it?
office?
Crushed it.
I think it did pretty good.
It was a big deal when it came out, I thought.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
pretty good. It made $55 million opening weekend.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I was like, ooh.
Pretty good for a opening of a movie like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Kids movie.
Uh-huh.
And grossed $260 million.
What was the budget on it?
123 million,
Okay.
which is a lot when you think about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot.
That's a lot for a kids movie.
It's one of the last CGI. Like,
126 million?
Yeah, 100, yep.
we had to pay a makeup artist to do this. I'm sure you'll get into the makeup.
Well, yeah,
and
but
stuff.
That's a pretty good
Usually-
segue because
usually when it comes to movies like this, like the CGI usually takes a lot of it. It didn't really seem like there was a lot of CGI in this
I
movie.
think it's one of the last movies where CGI wasn't really a factor. You know what I mean? Even down to what he looked like. It's crazy. Like it's full on.
one of the things I liked about this movie was how they made Jim Carrey look. They did a terrible job when they did Cat in the Hat, but
Yeah.
I think Jim Carrey looked like the Grinch.
He did.
very well.
And he was almost he was unrecognizable as Jim Carrey. You would not
Yes.
know it was Jim Carrey if you.
His face expressions kind of gave him away.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
as if you just looked at him,
A picture of it, you
yeah,
would not know it.
you
When he
couldn't
does
tell-
the
you couldn't
Grinch
tell who
smile,
was
though,
underneath it.
Yeah,
He does the perfect Grinch smile.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was CGI though, wasn't it? Part of it. He only makes that crazy smile.
I
once.
think it was probably part of the makeup.
probably so.
Because there is not a lot of CGI in this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It did win an Oscar for best makeup,
Makes sense.
obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because everybody in that movie has some type of makeup on.
Yep.
Every single Who
Yep.
in that movie is just pound for pound makeup.
You kind of forget about it. Towards the end.
It's good.
It is really good.
It was nominated also for Best Costume Design and Best Art Direction Set Decoration, which was also one of my favorite things. The sets look great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it's a very beautiful looking movie.
His lair looks really cool.
I love the
village
lair.
looked really cool.
Yeah, the set is. I think it's pretty on par with Hook, which is probably the most impressive set we've seen so far. You know what I mean? Out of the things we've watched.
Carrey was also nominated for the Golden Globe for this Best Comedic Actor.
Really? Really? That's cool.
Y'all agree with that?
Okay.
I think I really do. I think he did a great job.
He acted his heart out. That's for sure.
I really do think he did a good.
We'll
really
get
good
to
job of this role.
we'll get to some of the comedy in a little bit.
Yeah.
I think there's some important bits.
Yeah.
There.
You want to say the plot? Mind if I say it?
Somebody say
I don't
it.
think I've done a plot for a while.
Okay, I'll do the plot. All right,
Okay.
Not what I
Chris
said,
has said I haven't done the plot in a while, and you said, okay, I'll do it.
oh, I thought you said you haven't done the plot in a while.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, Chris, go.
Okay,
Go.
So you have you have the Grinch. He is a green monster looking thing, and he lives in
He's a
Whoville.
Grinch. They just say he's a Grinch.
That's right. But he looks like a monster.
He's a who, but not really a who.
Not really
He's
who.
a what?
He's a
Who's it?
Kind of confusing. Which he lives in Whoville, which lives in a snowflake, and so Whoville loves Christmas, but they love buying each other things. That's like what they love about Christmas. And there's a little girl named Cindy Lou Who thinks there has to be something more to Christmas, and so does he, because he gets mad that all they do is shop all the time. So she wants to bring the Grinch down to win. What is it called? The Cheermeister?
Jubilation.
The Cheermeister Award or whatever.
Yeah. Holiday Cheermeister.
Yep. He goes down. He has some childhood beef with the mayor, and the mayor kind of makes a fool out of him. So he gets really mad and he decides to steal Christmas, where he goes down, steals all the decorations, all the toys, everything. But he takes it up. He's going to destroy everything, and then he realizes that that's not what Christmas is about. And then his heart grows 2 sizes, and then 3 sizes.
3 sizes.
And then he brings all the stuff back, and they all celebrate, and he becomes a part of Whoville officially. It's emotional. It's beautiful.
It's very emotional.
It is.
I cried.
And there's a lot of stuff wrong with it because the movie kind of missed the point of the original cartoon.
Absolutely, it did. I was getting so frustrated with it.
I knew. So the minute I was getting through this movie, I'm like, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Like it's they did like presents. They loved Christmas.
Yeah.
But they were not obsessed with just presents.
No.
They got that. Man, they got it wrong so bad.
They did. The way the book kind of explains it, and the cartoon, is that the Grinch thinks that's what they like about it.
And they show them buying presents.
Yeah.
They are obsessed with it.
Yeah.
It looks like it on the outside.
Yeah, but he has no vendetta because of his childhood or anything. He just did.
Well,
I know you have to add stuff like
you
that.
gotta think, they have to add stuff because the original Grinch story is like what, 20 minutes?
Do you need to add it?
35.
Is it?
I don't know. I think it's about 30. I think it's about
50.
I think it's about 30.
No, okay, it's around 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This movie is about 2 hours.
It is
a long 2 hours.
And we can talk about the.
I had a question. So it starts with the announcer. Who is the announcer?
Anthony.
Is it the same as the original cartoon?
No. You want to say it? Go ahead.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty big deal there.
Yes.
Because the director of this is Ron Howard.
Correct. Which was a great
Ron
choice.
Howard's he's an awesome director.
Yeah, I love
he
Ron
is.
Howard.
Love him too.
I don't love the direction he took in the movie though.
No.
And we're going to talk about that.
But
there's nothing wrong with how it necessarily is written.
Right.
It just is not the Grinch.
Right. He did a great job with, like we talked about, the costumes, makeup, sets. He did a great job with all of that.
How long did it take Jim Carrey to put on all that makeup?
About 2 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, so funny
I
thing.
feel like it would take longer.
So, segue.
Yeah.
All right, Ron Howard was really, really appreciative of Jim Carrey doing that.
Yeah.
The 2 hours thing. So, one day, he got into the Grinch outfit for Jim, like he was going to surprise Jim Carrey.
yeah.
But as you know, Jim Carrey gets super into his roles.
Yes.
And he thought, because he didn't recognize Ron, he thought it was just a really bad stunt double and got pissed off. Because he wanted to make, he wants to make good movies.
Right.
So he was like, who is this asshole? He just looks nothing like me. Where's Ron?
Nice.
And Ron was like, it's me.
Was his hands just gloves? It's like just big old gloves that he
It
would
didn't
put on?
say.
Okay.
It did say there was a lot of latex.
Okay.
So here's, this is pretty
Go on.
May?
Go on.
The latex for the Martha May over there?
So they say it was so uncomfortable that Carrey sought torture-resistant techniques from ex-CIA
Oh my
people.
gosh.
So he got taught how to like resist, like how uncomfortable he was.
Yeah.
By ex-CIA people.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why do you think they went that way with the other actors in this, where they have the weird noses? I mean, I know that the cartoons don't really show that, and neither does the books, really, right?
I don't think so.
It's become a thing now, where like, they're supposed to be like a different creature, I guess. That's why they have the noses or whatever.
I guess that's where it started.
I guess.
Because they are kind of skinny-ish
Yeah.
in the books.
Yeah.
I think it's just an artistic choice, and they just kept going with it.
Yeah.
Or the estate said, no, that the noses should be like that.
Yeah.
Because the Seuss estate is pretty tight-knit on their stuff.
Right.
And when they decide to let things in, it has to be decent for them to let, especially after Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
So,
Well, hopefully that means that this new movie is going to be decent.
the Benedict Cumberbatch one.
That's why we're watching this, by the way. It's coming out this week.
Oh, yeah.
It's I don't know.
I had a question.
Yeah.
So, where are the Mexicans in black Who's? Because
Was there no black
there
Who's in
is
this?
all white Who's.
Was there no black Who's in this?
No.
Well, it is a
Did you see
snowflake,
one?
John.
I did.
I guess I didn't see any black Who's. Wait, wasn't one of his moms, quote unquote? Wasn't one of them black or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines when it came to that. When the mom goes, "You're still alive?"
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I guess I just don't see color, John. That's the part of the difference between me and you. I did notice he was green though. So I had that. All right.
So let's kind of start from the beginning.
Okay.
So this is when we first meet the Grinch.
Yes.
So he's just walking around town. There's some I think this was some of the best bits before the end of the movie.
Uh-huh.
Like just the Grinch interacting and being the Grinch himself.
Yeah.
So like when he's walking down the street, and he gives the kids, what was it, a pickaxe or something? Don't rub with this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you're talking about when he goes down there. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you also meet Jeffrey Tambor, who's great in this, the mayor.
Oh yeah, he got Me Too'd though, didn't he?
I think he did get Me Too'd.
But they were the one the thing where he's in the mailroom.
Yeah.
And he's like Jerry
Switching him
Dewey,
off.
Jerry Dewey, Jerry Dewey, pink slip, blackmail.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good little scenes.
Yeah.
And so that's when he first meets Cindy Lou Who.
Yes.
And he throws her into the package sorter.
Right. Weird.
Almost kills her.
Right. But doesn't kill her.
Which is another change from the original, first change from the original Grinch.
Cindy Lou Who had like one line in the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's like she's part of the end where he's sneaking around the houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he's behind the tree.
Yeah.
And talking.
Yeah.
So then
She knows there's something different about Christmas that nobody else does. This 8-year-old who apparently doesn't want any toys. What a weird child.
By the way, that's Taylor Momsen.
Yeah, I was about to say, is she a famous person?
Taylor Momsen. I don't know what she's from, but apparently she's famous.
Oh, dang. She's a famous punk rocker now.
Is she?
Yeah.
From what band?
I don't know. She's like her own band. Look at a picture of her.
I see a picture of her.
She's like old. She's like
That
goth.
sounds like a lonely time.
She's a one girl band. She has like the backpack on with like the symbols and everything. She walks around. She's actually really like, she's like, it's funny. She became like a grudge, like a dark singer. It's pretty. It's like Evanescence type stuff.
And then from the beginning, then we can move on. One of my last favorite line is when he's saying there's no Grinch, or it was the Grinch, and Jim Carrey's in the back like, what do you want?
Yeah.
When he says,
Oh, yeah.
it was the Grinch, and he was like, what do you want? And he's like, oops.
I like the line in this. Oh, good.
I was just gonna ask, like, what the hell is the Grinch? So he gets kind of blown into this town that he wasn't originally supposed to be in.
I think they must have been a different
So is there like a full society of just Grinches?
On the other side of the snowflake. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where they go. The only line I like from the very beginning is when he's wrapping her up to throw her down in packages, and he goes, "Max, get a bow." I thought that was kind of funny.
So then we kind of meet the other families. Like the rich chick who's like machine gunning her lights.
Martha May.
That's one of my favorite things about the movie.
I bet it is.
Oh.
Not Martha May?
The light competition that they have.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because you just randomly see the mom just picking up stuff throughout the movie.
Yeah.
The light competition.
Right, yeah, but all Martha May
She
has
like,
is
she like steals like a stop sign or like a light sign.
Stoplight, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And then we have the worst song in this movie.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Did you think Martha May was my favorite part of this movie?
Yes, I just assumed. With that costume she was wearing.
Oh, okay.
Her makes me look good.
You didn't have a crush?
Make me feel like I don't know, a shallow person.
Okay, has that been different than any other podcast we've done? I just assumed you were going to say Martha May was a crush of mine when I was little.
My 10-year-old crush. Just around Christmas time.
So then, yeah, good song here.
My world is changing. I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes?
Why put it in?
But like a lot of movies at this time had stuff, but I don't know why they had her sing it. Because I mean, I know she's 10, but she's not
terrible.
a very good singer.
Let's say she's terrible.
She's not a good singer.
All right.
Not her fault.
Is she a good singer now? Apparently you're into Taylor Momsen.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen my band shirt?
You have our...
the one girl band, Taylor Momsen.
You have our albums.
No, but, I mean, she's not a good singer. At the end, they have Faith Hill sing it. I know a lot about this music because, like I said, I was trying to do stuff.
What, you know about music?
I know. No, but I don't really care about this one, but I was trying to find songs to use for this podcast, and... the one they play at the end is Faith Hill's version.
Yeah,
that sounds a lot better during the credits. You all hear that? But I don't know why they put that in. It doesn't make any sense. Put it at the end. Like it's fine if you want to make a
something
song
to sell.
I guess so.
So then we go to Grinch's lair.
Yeah,
there's some pretty good scenes there.
Yeah,
like he's throwing he's like threw the fake stick to Max. He's like, there was no stick. I'm smarter.
No, that dog is pretty well trained.
Really, bro.
Did they use one dog for the whole entire movie?
I couldn't find anything about the dog.
I bet there was more.
I'm sure there's multiple dogs.
Whatever dog it was, or if it was multiple dogs, it was really well trained, or they were really well trained.
My favorite scene from that is when he's behind the curtain and he's changing. He becomes like a beast. He's like, "Rah!" And he just comes out talking normal. That was so funny. That was really good.
The echo scene's pretty good too, when he's on the chair echoing.
That's like the only scene I remember when I was little. When I rewatched this.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
I remember laughing a lot when I was little at that scene.
I'll tell you, Max, I've got all the company I need right here. Hello! I'm an idiot! You're an idiot! In fact, I'm going to whisper. You're an idiot!
Okay. So the next kind of section is Cindy Lou Who interviewing all these people from the Grinch's past.
Right.
So she's trying to figure out how he was as a kid.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he was really ugly.
He was ugly.
Ugly
he was hairy,
ass kid.
And
he was a dick too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. He was not.
He was played by a little person. Josh Ryan Evans. He actually died. This was his last movie.
Oh.
But he was only 20 years old.
Really?
Yeah. So he was. I think he was 18 or 19 when he had the role.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
One of my favorite lines when it comes to when he's like a little kid.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh Martha, oh Christmas." When he's making his
present
Martha May's present.
That's good. I guess that makes sense because you can't have like a little kid probably can't sit still for 2 hours as they do makeup on him like a little person could, adult.
He looked like one of those really bad puppets from that dinosaur show in
you're talking about he's like baby.
Yeah. You know, not the mama.
Yeah, not the mama. Yeah.
It looked pretty bad.
And he bites the head off Santa. That's pretty funny.
But he's supposed to be ugly, so
yes,
it's okay.
That was the animatronics, right?
Yeah, it was a little puppet.
Yeah. I didn't know the Grinch had like super strength.
No, I know. Well, he's not supposed to. Well, I guess he is because in the cartoon he picks up.
He does lift up
he
that
does.
thing.
Yeah. But I think that's because his heart grows.
That's just adrenaline right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They added a lot of things that were not like this backstory.
Yes.
Do we need the backstory on the Grinch?
No. The new one's doing it too. I don't know if you saw the commercials for it, but it shows him like
yeah.
in like an orphanage.
Is it the same thing?
It shows him in an orphanage.
No, it's a completely different kind of premise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's not
stupid.
slapsticky and Jim Carrey.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Okay,
At the
hey.
end.
By the way, like how perfect of a role was this for Jim Carrey? I know he finds like really good roles for himself.
I don't know though,
do you
man.
think anyone else could have played the Grinch?
Yes.
Yeah, because the Grinch in the cartoon, he's just grumpy. He's just a grumpy dude.
The way
he's
they
not funny
the way they wrote the Grinch
for this.
I think they wrote it because Jim Carrey was going to do it. If they did the Grinch, how the Grinch is supposed to be,
It could have been like Jack Nicholson or something like that. Like someone just grumpy. You know what I mean?
you need somebody grumpy. So I think, and they don't talk about this at all. I couldn't find anybody else who was gonna. I think Jim Carrey was just destined to play the Grinch in this because I think that's the movie Ron Howard wanted to make.
Yeah, to your point, John, I don't think they would have made this movie, and I don't think it would have worked if it wasn't Jim Carrey.
Yes, Jim Carrey, he eats everything up.
Yeah.
And like most movies, without Jim Carrey, this is a god-awful movie.
Yeah.
Without him around,
Do you think
scenes are
he
just
improvise any of those lines?
Oh, I bet
he improvised a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff cut that was way, way too vulgar and like they were going innuendo-ish because they were going to leave it in and they were like, no, this just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like he did a lot of stuff that was pretty over the top.
Yeah.
And they was like, it doesn't work with the tone.
Really? Jim Carrey did stuff that was over the top?
Well, you wouldn't think in it.
That doesn't sound like him.
I mean, like innuendo-wise. Like there is like that innuendo, like when they said, "Kind of looks like your boss."
Yeah.
Like very like tongue in cheek to
Just-
the adults
just for
get
the
it.
adults, yeah. For
But
the
this
dads.
was like going to be blatant, like pretty much out there.
Yeah.
And almost Animaniacs like.
Uh-huh.
And
Have
they
you seen Martha May's boobs?
Full frontal nudity of Martha May.
just the whole time they're all walking around naked.
For the dads.
So now we move on to the Grinch is sitting at the top of his lair. He's got a phone book and he's just like pointing out people he hates.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Hate, 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 hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
But I do like that little list he makes. Wall and self pity, jazzercise, 6:39 dinner with myself. I can't cancel that.
All right, so we missed an important part. Is when he gets nominated for.
Oh yeah,
the,
Cindy Lou Who comes
yeah,
and gives him the
right.
holiday
So back-
hoodie wuddy.
Yeah, back in the village. The village. Cindy Lou nominates the Grinch for the
Holiday Cheermeister.
Holiday Cheermeister.
Yeah,
Correct.
So she comes over and he does his whole shtick, and then so he's like fighting with himself to what he wears. Do y'all remember the part where he pulls off he pulls the tablecloth? All right, you know how nothing fell off?
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen.
Really?
That was his first take. He pulled it and it was perfect. That's why you see that's a real take where they just let it film, and he got mad and he just started moving everything off.
Awesome. That's great.
And they just kept it.
Yeah. That doesn't make sense. That'd be tough to do if it wasn't like actual, because that's pretty good.
It's pretty funny. So he goes down with them, and he's like, "Is this like a cruel prank? Is there will be a cash bar?"
Right.
And he keeps mentioning a check.
That's right.
It's like I didn't mention any check. Shh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he wins.
My favorite line was when like his mom's.
2018.
His mom's came into the picture,
Yeah.
and he's just like mumbling, "Oh my god, they're still alive."
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one. And then he wins a razor, and he's mad because
Oh yeah, beforehand
He goes
yeah,
through like a
he-
bunch of like all these competitions
Yeah,
where
It
they're
made me hate
feeding him
Christmas, too.
fudge and
he goes 2 months too soon. As he's getting like fed
And
to
so,
Jell-O.
so yeah, he gets triggered by that razor because he shaved his face for Martha May when you gave him the thing.
Yeah.
So
And then I like this scene a lot. I like his speech when he like, gets pissed, because then the mayor proposes to Martha May, and he's like, "You'll get a brand new car," which is kind of funny. And then and he's like,
Of course they are. That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's always been about. Gifts. Gifts. Gifts, 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 gifts. You want to know what happens to your gifts? They all come to me. In your garbage. You see what I'm saying? In your garbage. I could hang myself with all the bad Christmas neckties I found at the dump. And the avarice. The avarice never ends! I want golf clubs, I want diamonds, I want a pony so I can ride it twice, get bored, and sell it to make glue! Look, I don't want to make waves, but this whole Christmas season is stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah, so he decides to steal Christmas. We get the classic Grinch song.
"Yep,
Pretty good.
Sung by Jim Carrey." Right?
Yeah, no voice manipulation. Anytime you hear him sing without backtrack, that's his voice live when they were filming.
He's a pretty good singer.
Yeah, he does pretty good.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black
Just face the music, you're a monster. Mr. Grinch, yes you are.
Your heart's an empty hole.
Your brain is full of spatters, you got gallagher's soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39 and a half foot pole.
But yeah, I like that version because normally in the early 2000s when they did all these remakes, because if y'all think remakes are happening now, back in the early 2000s they made a bunch of live action remakes.
They did.
There were some really shitty ones. Like we need to go back to Scooby-Doo at some point.
No.
That was bad
No.
too.
Justin
Why would
loves
you?
I love bad movies, but that one hit me hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, like Scooby-Doo is an example.
Yeah.
They redo all these. They redid all these songs.
Get all excited about it and then be like, "Oh."
They redid all these songs and they would do it like, punk rock or something. I really appreciated them not doing that with the Grinch.
Okay, well, hold your thought. There's not one in the movie, but when I was looking through the music, there is a rap with Jim Carrey and Busta Rhymes, and I'll play a little bit here.
That's pretty funny.
And it's weird.
Rhymes.
It's really weird.
Now let me tell you about Mr. Grinch. Every holiday season while we was young, growing up, everything be cool and Mr. Grinch show up. Always plotting and scheming to ruin everybody's holiday season and never had a justifiable reason.
I am the wheel, and they call me the Grinch. I tried to live with the gift, but it was making me winch. I've seen happy kids with gifts, Merry Christmas, they shouted. I stole the gifts, and there was nothing anyone could do about it.
Mr. Grinch,
It's okay as long as it's not in the movie.
It's not in the movie.
You can
You're
make
right.
anything you want.
It's probably in the credits at the end or something.
The classic Grinch song is there.
It is.
And it's nice.
It's nice. It's nice to hear.
And
Even the new version, it's like a rap version of it.
And I don't know why I started to like this part about the movie better than the other. Maybe it's just like the nostalgia part of it because
it's actually from the Grinch now.
Yeah, you recognize this storyline
From like the actual plot of how the Grinch Stole Christmas doesn't start until an hour in, which is crazy. Which is the whole
sucks.
first. It does suck.
It sucks.
Okay.
So good little fact here. So when he chooses Max to be his reindeer,
Okay,
and he's like directing him.
I was gonna bring this up, but go ahead.
He's directing him.
Yeah.
That's Jim Carrey mocking Ron Howard.
That's how Ron Howard did it. Yeah.
That's how Ron Howard actually directs.
That's like his hat too. He like grabbed his hat and put it on.
He actually does that. And Howard found that hilarious.
Yeah, he loved it.
He loved it.
Yeah.
And they kept that in the film.
That'd be such
funny.
That'd be such an annoying director to work with. It's like, okay, you're a reindeer. Like that'd be so annoying to work with every day. But he's good. I thought. I mean, Ron Howard's great, but
I'm sure he was very dramatic.
Yeah.
But I'm sure his mannerisms and stuff and everything were spot on. I love Ron Howard, by the way.
So was that all just like off the top of his
I
head?
think so.
Yeah, so they probably told him, "Hey, you need to teach Max how to do this." And they probably just gave Carrey free reign to do a lot of stuff, and he was like,
he grabbed his hat and he was went for it. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
When he takes off his nose, like Max hits off his nose. He's like, perfect!
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's out. Yeah. And then he steals
You
Christmas.
reject who you are.
Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate the stealing Christmas scenes because a lot of it is taken from the animation. Like the saw around the tree to make it fall down. My favorite line is, so in the narration from the book.
So you're talking about? Are you talking about the scene where he actually goes to his?
Yeah, it's like the
town?
montage of him like staking all his stuff.
Oh yeah.
Some of the stuff he did was like hurl the trash bags. You see the trash bags fall. All that's from the original animation, which is really cool. So my favorite line though is when the narrator goes, because it's from the book. He goes something like, he slunk around the floor, and then slunk's not a word, and Jim Carrey goes slunk. You remember that? And I cracked up. I thought that was so funny.
This is probably the best part of the movie.
And then he goes. I'm sorry, one more. And then he goes. He laughed in his throat. And he goes. Both of those were really funny.
This was definitely the best part of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Just because it started to look like the Grinch. I think the beginning and this part.
Yeah.
Because the beginning allowed Jim Carrey to kind of be Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And then once you got into that middle part with the kid, him being a kid, and the Who-meister stuff,
Right.
that middle chunk did not do anything for
It
me.
didn't need to be there.
But now from when he decides to steal Christmas and this, when he's stealing the presents, those are my favorite parts.
Right. And I'm sorry, but there's St. Luhu is not going. There's not going to be an 8-year-old kid who's the only one that sees what Christmas is supposed to be.
And,
I don't buy it.
And they made Cindy.
We don't know how stupid these Who's are, though.
That's true.
And they made Cindy stupid again because she didn't recognize the Grinch.
Right.
She literally knew his backstory. She went and did research, and she can't recognize his long, furry, green hands.
That's a good point. Because in the book, she never meets the Grinch.
She's the kid.
But she doesn't meet the Grinch. So she doesn't know. Maybe that's what Santa looks like. She doesn't know because she doesn't know what the Grinch looks like.
Yeah, she's just there.
She's like a friend of his.
Yeah,
it's very odd and stupid. And he pokes his head out.
Yeah,
and she's like,
but he has the beard.
True. It's like how when you're little and you go to see the Santa at the mall, you all think they all look the same, even though they're all different. The one I went to is the actual Santa. So,
anyway, he steals all the presents.
I don't know about your Santas that you met, but mine was legit.
That's why I don't like mall Santa, because I had the actual Santa at the mall I went to.
So after he steals all the presents, now this is where I hate the movie. This is where I just wanted to tune out.
No,
because it's not because it was badly directed. It's because of the way they went.
Well, okay.
Because they were mad that all the presents were gone.
Okay, right.
I don't feel like that's true.
No, because
one person was mad.
No,
the mayor was mad.
Everybody was sad.
Everybody was sad.
But they would be sad.
No. Okay. Honestly, it never shows anyone's face, really. The only thing that makes it a sad scene is they put a filter on it that took off a bunch of the color.
And the music.
Yeah. But you never see anyone's face in these scenes, and you never see anyone else talk other than the mayor.
I think you can assume they're sad, but there's nothing wrong with being sad. I mean, even if you understand Christmas, if somebody steals all your stuff, you're going to be sad.
I don't know. I didn't like the direction this.
But I get what you're saying. The point was that they were never. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But they set it up because
this is a live action version.
Because in the cartoon they don't care. There's not even sadness. The mayor is not like that.
There's no mayor.
There is no mayor. Yeah.
I'm just saying they don't care. They just start singing.
Right.
There shouldn't be any. The point of the story was they didn't care to begin with.
But it takes an 8-year-old to show them,
which is complete bullshit.
Because every little girl.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No. I think it's stupid.
I think I agree with Justin to the point where I think it clouds the message of the original movie or the original book. But I get what you're saying. Them reacting like that is how they set up the whole movie.
Yes,
I don't agree with that premise.
Movie.
And yeah, okay. It's made for little kids, and every little kid wants to relate to Cindy Lou Who like they're smarter than everybody else.
Little
brats.
What I was about to say, just like you said, it's the way they set up the movie. It was an appropriate reaction.
It was an appropriate reaction to.
I never said it was inappropriate. I just didn't like the way the movie went that way.
Right.
I think it was not in the spirit of the book, and they could have done it.
But I think
in the spirit.
But I don't think that's what changed it. I think the whole movie changed that, not just that scene.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so the Grinch gets all,
because they start singing the song,
the Who song.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And he realizes it.
I like that song.
And then his heart grows. I like the heart growing scene.
That's pretty good.
That is a really cool scene.
It's a good scene. Yeah.
Yeah,
but then
it's almost like he's hurting.
Yeah.
And he's getting feelings.
Yeah, and he doesn't quite get it, and then.
To be honest though, the whole sled going down.
I was gonna say the same thing. Seeing Luhu on top of
way
it.
Way too much.
And then when they're sliding down the hill and he has the boot and it breaks, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna crash." That's annoying too. Like it's too much dramatic.
It almost killed the whole movie for me there. It's like, do you really have to add this?
Yeah.
Like, do we need an action scene?
Yeah. And then the end is him carving the roast beast.
Yeah.
Which is great. And that's how it ends. Oh, and then it zooms out and they're still in the snowflake, still falling.
What happens when that snowflake hits the ground?
Armageddon.
Life
I thought about that.
But think about that. All that happens.
When it melts.
What if every single snowflake has one of these, and it's just like a huge war between the Who's?
What if we're in a snowflake?
Now, if you think about it, wouldn't time be different in the snowflake?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's probably generations of people in there.
But then that last generation that survives, they're literally going to be melted by the sun.
But they said this is the 1,000-year
so it's been falling
Jubilee
down.
or whatever.
Dude, it's been falling down for 1,000 years.
1,000
in their time.
years.
So what if we're a snowflake in another person's land and we're falling normally?
What if we are in the Matrix?
Chills.
What if you guys shut up and just...
What if tomorrow we wake up and we look out in the sky and we see the ground that we're going towards?
All right. So y'all want to give final thoughts?
Sure.
Who wants to start?
I'll go first. I think John's gonna have more to say. Maybe not.
John had a lot to say.
He did.
John seemed like he was defending the movie more than I was.
Interesting. Yeah, my opinion hasn't really changed. I like it more. So when I was little, I didn't think any of it was really funny, other than I liked the stick part when I was little. I really liked the "you're an idiot" thing, but I didn't remember anything being funny.
You're an idiot.
In that sense, now I like it more. I think more of it's funny because more of it, I catch more of the humor. Like the kids are so desensitized these days with television. Like that was kind of funny. Those lines I didn't catch when I was little. So I think it's a passable Christmas movie. I watch it every year, mainly because of my girlfriend. But we've watched it the last 2 years, and I like it more now than I did when I was little. But I didn't like kind of what y'all were both saying. I don't think it got good until an hour in when it actually did the plot. And so I'm going to give you half a point. Not terrible. I don't mind watching it, but there's a lot of it that could be cut out, and it could have been fine.
John, you seem to really like this movie.
I don't know.
You're defending it a lot.
I don't know. John said last week he hated it, and I don't know.
Okay, so I went into this movie with an open mind, just to kind of, I don't know, because I've absolutely hated this movie until I watched it a couple days ago. So what I did is I watched the first hour, and I absolutely despise this movie. Me and my girlfriend were watching it, and I kept turning to her probably every 20 minutes, and I was just like, I fucking hate this movie. Why are we doing this for this podcast? But then I stopped watching it, and then I watched the last half of it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the last half of it.
You have a boner for the last half.
Yeah.
It was the Grinch. It was that's
the Grinch we know.
The plot of the Grinch.
Yep.
And I liked this spin that they put on it. It was a little bit different, but I liked that part of it. So I'm going to give you a half point because I liked the last half of the movie.
Nice.
But the first half was shit.
Agreed.
It was so shitty.
Go ahead, Justin.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Getting the latex out.
He took his glasses off. He's about to roll.
All right. So I'm a little bit different than y'all, but I'm kind of in the same boat.
Okay.
I think the first third is fine when they introduce the Grinch and everything. That's fine. I think it's kind of funny. It allows Jim Carrey to stretch out a little bit. Once you get to him as a kid, it is complete bullshit.
Okay.
I hate that subplot. I think that is where they've gone wrong in this movie. I think if they kept that beginning and a little bit of them introducing the Grinch, the way they had the Grinch hate the Who's was completely stupid.
Yeah.
Which almost killed the second half for me. to be honest, because his complete motivation was revenge.
Right.
The Grinch isn't about revenge. He's a Grinch.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be mad. He just doesn't like them because they're happy. He has a vendetta against these people. That's not what the Grinch is. And that really pissed me off that they gave him that backstory. Then, once it got to the original Grinch story, it was fine, but that's why it did not resonate with me, because his motivation for doing that is completely different. It was not out of because he hated them singing, and he didn't want, he was basically annoyed by them.
Yeah.
This was pure revenge. Like, it was hateful and spiteful, which the Grinch in the original, that's pretty bad to steal presents, but it wasn't like, you're trying to get somebody because you couldn't get tail when you were a kid,
Yeah.
The original didn't really have a reason he hated him.
He was just a Grinch. He just annoyed by him.
But that's what this was. It gave a reason why he hated him.
I just didn't like that, though, because if we want to be nostalgic about the Grinch, that's the Grinch, the story. They still could have spread it out more. They could have given Jim Carrey a little more comedy to work with, put him in different situations in the town. But to give him a kid backstory, I hated that so much.
I agree with you that the reason that they hated the Who's was stupid, but I still think they should have gave him a reason why he hated him.
I don't think so. Because my thought is what they should have done is they should have flushed out the fact that he really truly believed that the only thing that Christmas was about was presents and stuff. Like, that's all he thought, and that's kind of what the
this movie didn't do good.
No, that's what the point of Dr. Seuss, what was it? Seuss's book was.
He was the Grinch because he was the Grinch.
Yeah, and he just thought that's what it was, and it wasn't.
That was his motivation.
It wasn't until he realized that it was about more that he became a better person.
Because if none of that happened to him, like if he didn't have that revenge plot behind it, he would have never done any of that.
Right.
He would have just gone back and nothing would have happened. If they would have just stuck with that original and fleshed it out, where he came into town a couple of times and was like, "Oh, I'm so tired of these presents. I'm so tired of people throwing things into my, my lair. I want to do something about this."
Well, and what they did was they made it about the revenge, like you said. But the revenge of it wasn't about toys. The revenge was that he was kind of bullied as a kid, and they never resolved that. All they said at the end was that because he realized what Christmas was about, that's what made him a better person, but that doesn't really make any sense.
The real reason for this movie is just don't bully people.
That's right. The big point of this is don't watch this movie. Watch the original 1960s one, and don't go see the new movie.
So we are going to watch The Cat in the Hat.
I only got 1 point. If I would have got 2, I would have... So wait, Justin, you forfeit then?
Can I even forfeit the movie?
You're fine.
Yes.
All right.
No,
I'm surprised I even got half a point because as I was watching this, I'm like, some of this is so stupid.
Yeah. I don't know why they're making a new movie. Like, they should make a CGI version of the cartoon. It's like a 30-minute cartoon. Have Benedict voice it, but if that's for 30 minutes.
Cumberbund, whatever. Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
And which, let's be honest, it's really weird to hear him doing an American accent.
It is. I mean, he is for Doctor Strange.
I don't know.
But his American accent in Doctor Strange is much better than...
It doesn't sound like him at all in The Grinch.
I think this is... He's definitely pitching his voice up,
yeah,
and he's doing something and then Americanized it.
Are you going to see The Grinch, you think?
Probably.
Nah.
I think this movie's going to make me not want to see it.
I'm going to see it because my girlfriend wants to see it.
Does she? Let me know how it is.
I want to see Bohemian Rhapsody. That has nothing to do with it, but I want to see that.
Okay. Speaking of movies and things.
Oh, yeah, I'm doubling up these next 2 weeks.
We gave Justin back-to-back shows because movies came out that go with it. So this week we watched The Grinch. Next week, what are we watching, Justin?
Watching our second Harry Potter movie, The Chamber of Secrets. And
I just found out that the Fantastic Beasts is next weekend.
What did y'all think of The Chamber of Secrets when you were a kid?
I did not. This is my least favorite.
Least favorite?
Yeah. It's not my least favorite.
This is the last of the Columbus movies.
Uh-huh.
And this is where they started... After this, they start doing things a little different. It'll be interesting to see how y'all think of Chamber of Secrets.
This is my least favorite book and my least favorite movie growing up.
Yeah, but personally, before I watch it, I think it's actually probably one of the better done adaptions of a book.
Oh, absolutely. I remember that too.
So
when it comes to like staying true to the book, it's pretty.
This book is a lot easier to keep track of.
Sure.
But I'm pretty excited to rewatch it again. Any Harry Potter movie I'm excited for. All right, so
New game. Want to explain it?
Okay, we need to have like themes for all these games.
That's true.
Should Justin come up with all these themes?
Ooh.
No.
How about this? If a fan wants to make a theme for us, we'll use it.
Oh.
All right, so the game is essentially I'm going to give you a couple fun facts, all right, about one of the actors that we've talked about in the movie.
This movie specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Actors or actresses.
Okay.
All right, or actress, excuse me.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you 2 fun facts, and I'll give you how many guesses are?
How about no guesses? How about we say we just send you our guess and you let us know if we're right or not?
Okay. So they're going to text me their guess.
Here we go.
All right.
like this.
Well, let's see how hard it is first.
So I'm gonna give you 2.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to find fun facts that aren't directly linked to a person.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 2 things.
Okay.
The first one is this person is like insanely good at piano, like a virtuoso. Like he or she can play like really well.
Okay.
All right. And the second one is that they are dyslexic. Like highly dyslexic.
Huh. Okay.
But they have such a good memory that they don't have to read. They only read it a couple of times and they got it.
Okay.
I know an actor that does this, but I don't think we've done him.
So
I'm gonna send you my.
That was in this movie?
Yes.
It's an actor in this movie, but it's
actor or actress. My phone number is 982-743-8200.
Is it?
I have no idea that. I don't even know what that's for. I wouldn't call that because that's not actually my number.
I don't know if I spelled it right, but
all right. Chris's guess is in.
I have no idea.
Well, guess.
I mean,
Jim Carrey.
You know, like when actors
Jim
name,
Carrey.
right?
All right. So John said Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
and Chris said Jeffrey Tambor.
Yep.
Both of you are incorrect.
All right. Next time we're doing guesses. Who was it?
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I know
All right,
James
let's be
Franco
honest.
is like that too.
If I say a movie that one of these people are in, you're going to get it immediately.
Right.
And you told me you wanted me to make it hard.
No, it's fine. No, I'm fine with the fun facts, but next time we'll do like 3 guesses. But you probably would have picked Jim Carrey, Jeffrey Tambor, and Anthony
Yes.
Hopkins. So I don't know if that would have helped. Okay. All right. At the intro, or the beginning of the podcast, you heard a promo for another podcast. Some friends of ours at Gen X Grown Ups. Check them out. They're pretty good. They have like stuff that kind of fits 90s stuff. They have things called flashbacks where they have like going to rental stores and they talk about that for like 30 minutes. It's a good podcast. Check it out. We'll put the link in the description. And if you go there and listen to them and contact them and tell them that you listen to us, it'll help because we're kind of doing a cross promo thing. They're really good guys. And so check them out. So yeah, next week. Also this Thursday or Sunday, haven't decided yet. Just check it out. We're going to have our YouTube page. We're going to have us playing Pokemon Yellow.
All right.
Because also Justin's, which is weird.
It's a Justin full week.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't do much behind the scenes. Look at this.
Whatever. You do exactly the same. We watch exactly the amount of stuff. It just all ended up being the same week for you.
Yeah, so Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are coming out.
Right. It's based on the, what's it
Pokemon
called?
Yellow.
Yeah, but what's the island called? Kanto?
Kanto. Not Kanto.
Sorry.
Yes, it's based on
You know I'm bad
Kanto.
at that. Okay. We'll put it on social media when it's out. It'll be a YouTube video, obviously. And yeah, I'm really excited to play it. We tried to do this video a couple times for different games, and we keep messing up. But I think I figured it out. It's a foolproof way. Every way that we messed up so far, I think we've ran into that error. At least any possible way you can mess up now. We've done it all.
Well, you said that multiple times as well.
Anyway, so we're gonna do that.
I've spent hours of my life playing video games
that will never.
Nothing has been recorded.
No one's gonna see how I was actually good at Spyro.
Yeah, we tried to do Spyro and it didn't work out.
All right, so yeah, you guys can find us at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Another Man's Pod. If you want to email us when it comes to just giving us some advice about the podcast, you can email us at anothermanspod@gmail.com. We would really like if you would rate us on iTunes and Spotify, Podbeam. They all have, on the application, they have a way that you can rate us. It would really help other people find us. So we do have a Patreon now.
Woo-hoo! Patreon.
Hey, by the way, what are the points? I don't even know the points.
Oh, yeah.
What are our points? Am I winning?
So last week, I was wrong. Sorry about that. I included it on League of Their Own.
You just added yourself 2 points.
Myself
That's what
2
you
points.
did. You're like, okay, this shit's way too close. I gotta spread out a little bit.
I didn't account for myself to get points for League of Their Own, so I didn't add those 2 points. So instead of having 7, I had 9. But now let me add
It's so
it.
convenient.
I know it is.
It's so convenient.
You
We're
wanna see
like 6.5 and 6.
If you want to see my elaborate spreadsheet where I keep track, you can. But here's the actual score.
Email that to me. I really want to see it right now.
Okay, so here's the actual score as of now. I have 9.
I don't believe you.
Justin has 7.5 with the Grinch, and John has 6.
Oh,
But-
what? John, are you in
But,
third? What?
but given Justin is one ahead of us because we're out of we still have to do 2 more. He only has 1 left. So it's okay. So yeah, next week we'll watch Harry Potter. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next week. Our link to all of our ways to find us are on the description, along with the grown-ups, the Gen X grown-ups podcast and our Patreon. So if you want to find any of that to get hold of us or give us money, just go to there. So thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week.
Peace.